Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Airbus pilots of all ages. We're here with World Update 19 and our second free aircraft of 2024. It's like they're giving it away. Well, in a way they are. We're here in Rio de Janeiro with the Cap 4. This is the Cap 4, and I'm going to butcher this, Palestina. Now, it's originally developed by Empresa Aeronautica Impringa as a licensed copy of the Taylor Cub, powered by a Samson 9AD radial engine. The new one obviously does not, or this one does not have a radial. High strut braced frame with single wing, 2 seats in there as well, in tandem. And specs wise, she's not much different. She's got a Franklin 4AC air-cooled flat 4, putting out 65 horsepower like a J3 Cub. Max speed is about 84 knots if you drop it. Cruise speed is 76 knots, range about 270 nautical miles. If you're brave, your service ceiling is 13,000 feet. Otherwise, it's a free aeroplane. It's basically a Cub. Let's go take a look at it, shall we? Now, unfortunately, the pictures for it in the library are tiny. So there is that. And the only 2024 feature we get on this aircraft is a pitot cover of what appears to be a solid pitot tube. It's solid. There's no hole underneath it either. But yeah, so no chocks, no engine intake covers. You cannot click and drag the prop from the front to start it. There's a couple of different bits and pieces. A couple of liveries, about 6 liveries. It is free, admittedly. But otherwise, it is just a J3 Cub-ish, kind of like somewhat. Although the door does not fold open. The door is a bit more rudimentary and hinges open like this. Wildly odd for a Cub-style aeroplane. And when you get in, it doesn't automatically close like most aircraft do in this new 2024. You have to pull it closed. Now, what have we got back here? We have... I couldn't see these before. Come on, there we go. Main battery and avionics and... Okay, these are all back here. Fantastic. That's a great place to put these. They're all back there. Now, we can open our window. Boop. We have magnetos up here. Up here, we have nothing. We have no windows on this side. Yes, there's a post-it note for your propeller, which disappears when it's started and running. We have trim. We have our fuel tanks down here. So front, back, middle, or top. Yeah, superior, top, fora, inferior. Yeah, back, front, top. I'm assuming my Portuguese is no good. Yes, no, my Portuguese is non-existent, and I have a friend who's from Portugal, so I should be upset. But I don't speak any at all. So, there you go. What are these? What are these? We have... Are you the throttle? I don't think you're the throttle. No. You are... Oh, the carburetor. Or the carb heat, I guess. Quente and frio. Off, on, I guess. So, bib. Yeah, on, off, I'm assuming. This is our fuel. Pobre and mistura... Is that rich? Does it say there? Rica. Okay. I'm loving saying all these words badly. Throttle is here. It is the go stick. It's nice and wood, which is quite nice. Little grain on that, actually. Rather like that. Otherwise, it's a simple case of make sure we have fuel in the tank, make sure we crack the throttle a little bit, hold the brakes because they don't hold a thing, and we throw the prop. And for some reason, the sounds decided they don't want to work at all. Which is news to me because they worked when I tested it a minute ago. Streamed aircraft, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be one of those issues you'll have sometimes that the sounds just decide not to work. I'll be back when it decides to work. See, the brakes, they don't hold anything, and my throttle is at idle here. And it stops because the power stopped. We'll be back in a second. And there we have sounds. Fantastic. Your sounds are useful. As you can hear, aeroplane goes burr. It sounds very cubby, doesn't it? Also, I'm definitely taxing my computer here because we're in Rio de Janeiro on Ultra. So this is going to be hilarious when it goes horribly wrong. And the battery dies for some reason. Even though I have power applied, I'm not sure why that happens. So we'll try it again. We'll throw the prop. And hopefully it stays on this time. Maybe my RPM drops too low, I'm not entirely sure. So we have our transponders. And it's just stopped again. Again, I'm not sure. Switch our tanks around. Maybe we have to start on the top tank. I'm not sure. It could be fuel starvation. Oh, it seems a lot better this time. And yes, she's a little bit thirsty when it comes to moving around. So we're here at one of the handcrafted airports added. This is one of the ones in Rio. I will find the name for you in just a second. It is Rio de Janeiro's Santos Dumont, which is Sierra Bravo Romeo Juliet. We've got a bunch of airports. We'll talk about those once we're airborne, when I'm not worrying about taxiing around in essentially a cub as I work out where I'm going and find a runway. And that's an A10. Fair enough. Yes. Biggest, of course, news, we have marketplaces now, which is fantastic. I have no idea where I'm going. Is he on the runway? Am I going to have to compete with an A10's jet wash? That could be problematic. AI planes never change. They really need to sort out what AI planes spawn where. Because having a random A10 or a T6 Texan at a bush strip just feels kind of wrong. Or an AT6 Texan even. Okay. So we're going to get ourselves airborne here. We're going to take a look around and enjoy some of the sights of Brazil whilst we talk about... well, the sights of Rio. Whilst we talk about the world update. We're out here on the runway. And... see you later, Mr. A10. Yep, tails up straight away. And straight up in the air. It's kind of cubby. It seems to have a little more grunt to it, perhaps. I'm not sure. But she jumps up very, very fast. No qualms there. And this is the new photometry, of course, and other stuff we have for Rio. We'll get to have a look at this. We'll see Christ the Redeemer up there on the mountain, Sugarloaf. But you can see him over there now. We'll be heading up there in just a second. So I'm going to take us third person for a moment. Oh, that's the wrong thing to do. To enjoy some views of Rio de Janeiro. Looking absolutely stunning. Oh, 2 runways and there's a 737 up there. So otherwise it does look like a cub. It's a license built cub, but it's a cub. So we're going to have a bit of a fly around while we talk here. So this update is World Update 19, including Brazil, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. Or Guyana. There's a difference in pronunciation there. Now, this includes all updated data. Of course, it's going to mesh well with the Caribbean update we have from the previous sim. Now, they partnered with Bing Maps, Maxar, and Vexcel for this one, including various data like we have DEM, which is digital elevation models, DTM, digital terrain models, and satellite imagery as well, to give them more up-to-date imagery, especially for areas that are more remote. So that's a bonus for potential bush stuff in the future. Now we have 75 POIs, including a bunch of those. You can find those. I'll link to the actual update news in the description as always. And we have 7 airports, I believe, here from Gaia Simulations. We have Brazil's Foz de Iguaco International, Sierra Bravo Fox India. Fernando de Noronha, Sierra Bravo Fox November. Santos Dumont, Sierra Bravo Romeo Juliet. Santarém, Maestro Wilson Fonesca International, Sierra Bravo Sierra November. Guyana's Caetor International, which is Sierra Yankee Kilo Alpha, and Suriname's Zorg El Hoop. It's a great name. And that is Sierra Mike Zulu Oscar. In French Guiana's Saint Laurent du Maroni, Sierra Oscar Oscar Mike. Now, in addition to this, we have 3 discovery flights, including northern Brazil, the national park there, which is the Lenco Maranhenses National Park, the Parambilio, capital of Suriname and Brazil's Sao Paulo. 3 landing challenges to test your party skills. We'll do those at the end of this video because you'll love to watch me make a mess of myself. Those are into Brazil's Santos Dumont here with a short runway. Brazil's Fernando de Noronha in a strong wind, and Brazil's Sao Paulo Conijas Airport. We'll have to try that one. That's in the middle of Sao Paulo. And the favelas. Oh yeah, the favela. Look at that swath of just human life down there. I always find the favelas crazy as a concept. Let's go take a look. I want to go take a look at... Well, don't worry about the statue. I want to see the favelas. It's crazy. But we also have bush strips. If you are in... This is, of course, 2020 and 2024. I love the detail of the rock faces there, but look at this. These favela neighborhoods are fantastic in terms of detail of the sim. Imagine if we get out and walk around this. Of course, this airplane has no flaps, so we're just going to hold this thing in place. But you can see the road sweeping up there. And how it's just kind of built at the mountainside here. And it kind of goes up into there, then just vanishes into the terrain. Wow, that's incredible to see. Incredible detail, actually, in this. Let's go take a look at Christ the Redeemer, shall we? That's what people wanted to see out of this one. And we'll circle back across the harbour. There it is, up top there. So we'll start climbing up here. We'll keep an eye on our speed. Our power. So yes, now you get, if you're in 2020, you get 3 bush trips. We don't have the bush trips yet in 2024. So you'll get South America's spectacular scenery, the Amazon tour along the Amazon River. And we get Discover Brazil, which traces its route from Sao Paulo to Brasilia. And Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana, which explores the seldom visited regions of South America, from highlands to the Caribbean to the Atlantic Ocean coast, which is kind of beautiful. I think I would love to do those in 2020 at some point. Although they call them bush trips, they're not actually bush trips, they're GA flights to places. I'm gonna be real here, that's not a bush trip, really. Either way, sounds fun, doesn't it? Now, in addition to that, now we have the couple of landing challenges as well, which will come with the 17th. Rally races through Rio in F-18, a helicopter landing challenge at Marante Dona Mata, which looks over Rio, and a low altitude challenge in the L-39 in southern Brazil. So tons and tons of updates and detail to this, as we're going to try and climb up here and get towards Christ the Redeemer, which is 65 horsepower, takes a bit more work than you'd think, and it's a lot smaller than I realised. You always think it's a huge statue, don't you? Massive statue overlooking Rio, but it's quite small up here on a mountain. But you see the trailer, you see what this stuff looks like. They've got some really adorable, amazing looking scenery, and I'm very excited to fly some South America. I look forward to seeing some Mexico as well. Like, that's an update I'd love to see, is hit Mexico, hit kind of Central America. That'd be a great update to have added, I think, to the sim. We have a variety of these airports, from internationals to more small town ones. So you'll see that. There's the statue now. The number of books I've read that have come to Rio and have talked about the statue or taken a cable car up here. Look at this. The view is phenomenal. And there it is, Christ the Redeemer. The road winding its way up there. Whoo-wee. Look at that. This is our flight sim world, ladies and gents. You know what? I think look at all the people on the scenery. Oh my god. The amount of people blended into the terrain there. Permanently ensconced in that scenery. It's that busy up here. That's how crazy busy it is. But, incredible that we can go to these places and see these things, and I can now relate where in the world Christ the Redeemer is in the grand scheme of things around Rio, overlooking the harbour down there. The number of books I've read that have come to Rio and ended up near there. It's quite cool. So we'll head off this way briefly, and we'll drop down now. We'll come back towards Santos Dumont, and we'll put down, and then we'll go take a look at those landing challenges, because you want to see AvAngel make a huge mess of things, don't you? You do. And we'll, of course, be back to Rio for one of those. But what do I think of this plane? It's okay. It's not anything to write home about. And by that I mean, don't even give it a postcard. It's nice, but it's stock plane sort of territory. It's a good job it's free. I think a £10 price tag would be the most I'd pay for it in the typical kind of prices we pay for these aircraft. You know what? We're not landing at Santos Dumont. I see a stadium over there, and I have 65 horsepower in a Cub. We're going to see what we can do with that. Probably die, but it's the thought that counts. More favela down there. In fact, quite a bit of it as it crawls around the hills here. Yeah, lots of favela. Wow. You forget the absolute abject poverty in these parts of the world as well. There's wealth, but there's also humongous poverty. People doing what they can. So whilst I'm flittering around in an aeroplane in a virtual world, sitting in my warm house in England, in the middle of the night, on a computer that costs more than some of these people's salaries. Just think about how humble we are to be able to get to even enjoy this in a video game and look at some of these places. Because I was so excited to see those favelas, but those slums are, in many cases... I don't need to finish the sentence. So let's get down here towards the stadium, see what we can do with this. I'm probably not going to be able to land in this, but I would like to take a look at it first, although I might try. Whether or not I'm able to physically get into it's another matter entirely. So at least give it a try. If we do die and implode, it's fine. We'll go and do the landing challenges, and I'll prove to you I can actually land airplanes. But for now, we're going to give this a crack. So power back here. Although there are some helipads, I could definitely try to put it on one of those. So if we can't make it into this, or I don't think it's reasonable, we'll try for a helipad. How's that? I wonder if the roof's contactable. There's a soccer pitch there as well. Options are all around. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what we can do. I think it's going to be too much to ask for. I don't think it's reasonable to be able to land into that. Because I just think I don't have the... I don't know. What if I got in there and circled around? Let's take a look. I think I could circle... Are those cattle? Those are cattle down there. Those are cows. Bruh. That's a herd of cattle in there. Asobo? There's cattle in your stadium and on the roof of your stadium. There are cows on the roof. Boys and girls. There are... Oh, that one fell off the roof. There are cows on the roof. Oh, that is genius. Can I dip into here? I don't care if I crash now. Oh, we can. I'm gonna die. 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 Ugh, I bounced. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm not. Dude. Am I or am I not the short takeoff and landing goddess? Uh-huh. Yeah? Did we just do that? We just did that. We just landed inside a stadium in a Cap 4. Yeah, little cow. Where have you gone? Oh, the cows have run away. The cows have left the building. But we're in a stadium in a Cub. Because reasons. You know what? This deserves to be commemorated. This is one of those moments of just like, yeah, I did that. I did that. I did that. Let's go do a landing challenge, shall we? I don't think I can improve on that landing challenge. I landed at a stadium. Let's do it. So we're here for the landing challenges, and we're going to go for the strong winds because it's me, and I like a challenge. Now, Fernando de Noronha, I think, is the Brazil one. So we're going to take that one on first. And, yeah. This is Citation CJ4. It's not Brazil. Unless it is. Oh, it's down here. This is Little Island. This seems more than fine. It's strong wind. 44 knots. Let's do this. Let's see how this goes. I don't see this going particularly badly at all. Even slightly. Because, you know, wind's just encouragement from the sky. Oh, and it's foggy too. Fantastic. Why not? Let's just in for $1. In for a dime. Okay, you want to throw this to me? Let's do this, baby, shall we? Oh, my avionics are all out too. Screw you, Asobo. We're doing this, are we? Fantastic. Why am I entire? This is my entire. I can't troubleshoot this right now. I can't even see the airport. Okay. So we're going round and turning and coming in, and we're in these kind of weather conditions, and I have no avionics. You guys are assholes. Wow. Yeah, my emergency lights aren't on. Nothing's on. Have I got time to troubleshoot this while I'm in here? I don't even think I do. Nope. Oh, my switches just weren't on. That's fine. Okay. It was. Oh God. Duh. Holy mackerel. Okay. Gear down, please. Oh wow. It's a little excitable. Let's get ourselves turned around here. There's the runway. Yes, 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 yes. Quiet. No one cares about your opinion. We're going to be just fine. Oh, that wind is strong. That is very strong. Uy, Dios míos. And that is taking me full on sideways here. I need to go a full pedal in. I am, in fact, full pedal in. As we do this, there's the landing marker. Flaps are down. Okay, power on. Okay, we're into crab configuration now. I should be able to see the runway out of that window once I get it right. We're good, we're good, we're good. Oh my God, this is gusty. Oh, you don't want me to land, do you? Oh, tu madre. Okay, I bounced, but I'm counting that as okay. In these conditions, stay down. Flaps up, flaps up. This is awful. But with given the wind conditions, I'm happy to land it. Okay, stopping the airplane. This is going to be the worst score in the universe, but I'm fine with it. That was ridiculous. Is that going to count? Okay. It was awful, but I made it in what was trying to murder me. You know what? 64,000 compared to their 1.5 million? I don't even care. I'm happy to survive, and that's what matters. We'll go try the other one. We'll just do two because we don't want to use up all your time. So here we are, going for the Congonhas one here for the Airbus A310. I would have taken the DC-3 into Rio, however, that instantly crashes my sim. Maybe it'll do it for you too, I don't know, but you'll find out. But it causes an instant crash. So, we're going to start out here, and it is a straight-ahead flight direct to the airport. So this should be relatively easy for us. Fly straight ahead. Even I can manage that. Plus, it's an Airbus A310. It's not like I don't have bush flying experience in it already. I can land it in 1,700 feet of dirt, so this should be fine. Probably. It's not going to be fine, is it? Remember to turn off the toga. Auto toga thing. It does. I'm sure we'll be fine. Right. I do love the seamless transition through loading as well. That's fantastic in this sim. So dead ahead. Straight ahead. We can do this. Something's loading in there. Oh, why is it in third person? Why are you doing that? Oh God, this is everything's terrifyingly crazy. Nose down, please. Right, we stay straight ahead here. Now it's deciding what it wants to do, so it powers back. Straight ahead. Wait till we see a runway. There's supposed to be rain over our arrival airport, so that's going to be fun. We're at 6,000 feet, so I'm going to just bring my power back here. Keep our nose generally pointed in the right direction of down. Oh, I forget it's an Airbus that does that weird trim thing. So keep my heading pretty steady here. We should get visual on the runway soon enough. No, direct 12. As the city around us appears to want to try and load in. It's looking a little pointy right now. But it's all about the challenge, not about anything else. Engine 1 fail. Oh, I only have one engine. I love how the sim sets me up for failure almost immediately. Oh, the fuel was out. I'm probably going to want those on, but it looks like rain. I don't know where my engine starters are. I'm just going to work on one engine. We're fine. We'll be fine. One engine in an A310. This can't go wrong in the slightest. Landing into rain. I love making my life more difficult for myself. Doesn't appear to be rain. Just look like it. Okay, you can go off. And I'll cope with this myself somehow on one engine. More flaps. Okay. This would be a good one for the ILS, which I don't have. Come on. We're still making progress. I just don't know where I'm going. Power on.
Don't sink.
Yep,
Don't
working on
sink.
it.
Don't
Oh, there's
sink.
that torque from one engine
Don't
there.
sink.
That's
Don't
it.
sink.
Yes, I know.
Don't sink.
Tons and
Don't
tons of
sink.
full
Don't
thrust
sink.
one engine.
Don't sink.
Full pedal.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I'm not sinking.
Don't sink.
What are you thinking about? Okay, we have some power. I see the city. I don't see an airport yet. Let's get the nose down.
Don't sink.
Yes, yes,
Don't
yes, yes.
sink.
Quiet.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Aha! Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh my god!
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't
You
sink.
know what? Just landing is the
Don't
challenge
sink.
here.
Don't sink.
Just
Don't
landing is the
sink.
challenge. Come on. That's it. God damn. This is 2 hands on the yoke job. I'm going to call landing this a miracle.
Sink rate.
Yes, yes, yes. Quiet.
Pull up.
I'm aware of what I'm
Pull
doing.
up.
Shut up. Shut
Sink
up.
rate.
Shut
Too
up.
low. Flaps.
Shut up. They're all down.
Too low. Flaps.
Shut up. Come on. That's it. Get down. Pig. Oh my god, that was butter. This actually might be a good landing. I didn't even notice I'd landed. I'm assuming my gear is down. Huh. I wonder how well I did. Because that was silk. Oh, wow. Okay, I did good. So, NeoSim 79. If you did that with landing gear and engines and knowing where you're going. No. Yeah. I'm on the leaderboard in 13th place. And I did it with one engine. Suck it, losers. And on that note, go try the new South America DLC. It is actually fantastic. Have fun, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.